If you're born on the 11th, the 22nd, or the 29th, or if you have a life path 11, 22, 33, or 44, you have what is called a master number. When someone has a master number in their core chart, it usually indicates that they're an older soul or they're a being that has attained a higher level of consciousness in a previous lifetime and has came back this lifetime on a mission to help uplift humanity or speed up the evolution of humanity in some form. If you were born on the 11th or the 29th, or if you have a life path 11, you have the soul of an illuminated messenger. The reason why the number 11 is called the illuminated messenger is because they turn into a shining light that inspires others when they're able to freely pursue the things that they're passionate about. As an 11, you have limitless potential for greatness when you are pursuing the things that bring you emotional fulfillment. Think of people like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Kanye West, even IShowSpeed. The one thing in common that all these people have is that they're all 11s. Even Barack Obama, Kodak Black, Lil Baby, list goes on and on. But these are all 11s that have pursued the things that brought them emotional fulfillment. As an 11, when you do this, you will become a shining light for others, and you will inspire others to maximize their potential. And you just focusing on the things that you're passionate about as an 11, you will literally influence the world to maximize their potential, and you will speed up the evolution of humanity. And this is what you came here to do as an 11. And so no matter how long it takes as an 11, find the thing that brings you emotional fulfillment. And once you pursue that thing, you will have limitless potential. But your emotions as an 11 are connected to something higher that's guiding you to do great things. You're a master number. You came here on a mission. You can use that gift, you can abuse that gift, or you can just not use it at all. And if you don't use it, you will eventually lose it. Don't be one of those 11s that operates like a 2. Nothing wrong with the number 2, but you're a master number for a reason. If you're born on the 22nd, or if you have a life path 22, you have the soul of a master builder. The number 22 is the most powerful number in all of numerology. They may not be as famous or influential as other numbers like 11 or maybe 23, but they are equally as powerful, if not even more powerful, because number 22 has the ability to materialize heaven on earth. That double 2 energy amplifies the subconscious mind and gives them the ability to envision and imagine anything. And because it reduces to a 4, they also have the ability to practically manifest all their ideas into reality. And so the number 22 is not really about talking. They're more so about working. This is your boss archetype. A lot of 22s have low self-esteem and suffer with having a low confidence because these people live in their inner world. And the stuff that they envision in their inner world, they actually want to see that stuff here. They want to see it materialized. And because their envisions for themselves or for their lives are so huge and grand, a lot of them don't feel confident in their ability to manifest that reality. And so they end up settling for something lesser and just being miserable and depressed their entire lives. As a 22, devote your entire life to creating the reality on the outer world that exists on your inner world. You guys are literally here to bring these imaginations into real life, because y'all are the only ones that have the ability to be able to see things that are that grand and then break all your goals into step-by-step processes that allows you to bring these and manifest these huge ideas down into reality. When you guys are able to do this, there's no limit to what you can achieve. If you're life path 33, you have the soul of a master teacher, which means that you're naturally gifted in teaching and you have all the qualities of a teacher, even if you're not a teacher. But that's all it means. This means that you have all the qualities of a good teacher, which means that you're engaging. If you're engaging, you're very charismatic. You're very magnetizing, because that 33s are still 6s. 6 ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of love, attraction, magnetism. And then that double 3 energy, which is ruled by Jupiter, adds expansion. So it amplifies the qualities of the number 6. And so 33s tend to be very hypnotic. They're very magnetic. They're very engaging. They're an embodiment of unconditional love. And they get the most fulfillment when they're able to serve others, or when they're able to devote themselves to some cause or something that is beyond themselves. And so as a 33, you need to you need to become a humanitarian force. You need to serve humanity in some form. However you choose to do that, that's what's going to give you the most fulfillment. But a lot of you guys can become doormats for others and get severely used and abused. And so watch out for that. Try to serve others in ways that you know you're going to benefit from it, so that you're not just giving and giving and giving and not getting anything back in return. When a 33 devotes themselves to others, this is when they will activate that master number ability, and this is when they'll be able to tap into these higher metaphysical qualities. When a 33 is devoting themselves to something that's beyond themselves, or when they're serving others or sacrificing themselves for others, this is when they're able to do unexplainable or unimaginable things. Think of people like Albert Einstein, famous 33. Think of people like Malachi York, another famous 33. Elijah Muhammad, another famous 33. When you decide as a 33 to devote yourself to some cause, or devote yourself to humanity in some form, or something beyond yourself, or when you serve others, this is when you will tap into these higher energies, and you'll be able to do unimaginable things. And this is when you're going to bring the most fulfillment to yourself as well. If you're a Life Path 44, you are a master manifester. The 8 in you gives you the ability to dream big, think big. It makes you extremely goal-oriented, makes you very driven, very ambitious. But that double 4 energy gives you stability. It gives you the ability to be extremely disciplined, very organized, very orderly, but also makes you extremely perfectionistic. So not only do you guys have the ability to manifest whatever image that you have in your head to the smallest minute detail, but because you guys are perfectionistic, it can get in the way of your success. Because if you don't think something is going to be built exactly how you saw it in your mind, you just don't want to do it at all, because it's going to make you unhappy. And so more than likely, you guys are going to have to become a boss and get a team together. And you're going to have to surround yourself with people that you can express your ideas to, and that believe in you, and that support you, and that allow you to lead them, so that you can bring these huge ideas into reality. But once you know what you want to do with your life as a 44, you will naturally attract those people in your life. So don't go looking for them. Just have your vision and just start slowly building towards it. And once it gets to the point where you need help, that's when you attract help. But try to avoid settling for something smaller like the 22s do, just because you don't think that these huge ideas that you have are going to be able to be brought into reality. Because that's when you're going to fuck up at. And you're not going to be able to take advantage of your master number. But if you'd like to learn more about numerology, just click the link in my profile bio and read my book, Supreme Mathematics. Or if you'd like a book of reading, just book a session. And you can also find that in the link in my profile bio. Have a great rest of your day.